And it's actually amazing to see how that Vision 2020 turned out to be a reality. And I was lucky to be at the launch of Vision 2047. And our Home Minister Anita Garu is 1 year older than me, and both of us are sitting next to each other and thinking about how Vision 2020, we learnt about it in our school days. And now we are witnessing Vision 2047 being launched in front of our eyes. If there's one thing that I can say under the leadership of Mr. Naidu, whatever he puts as a challenge, as a leader, he always delivers. And I'm sure under his leadership, we will deliver Vision 2047. In order for us to deliver on that vision, it's not just going to be about innovation. It's also going to be about how do we create future-ready job creators and job seekers. Andhra Pradesh is actively working to align its educational curriculum with the industry demands. We are bringing about a lot of reforms in the higher education, from the structure of the institution, the role of the regulatory bodies, to actually titans of the industries leading our government universities. And I'm really excited and looking forward to industry titans actually leading where the curriculum should go across all sectors and working with us to ensure that Andhra today, which is in 9th place in NIRF rankings, how do we bring it to the 3rd place? And how can we ensure that 2 of the government universities will be among the top 100 in the world in the next 5 years? And please write down the time and date. We will deliver on our promise. Parallelly, we are working with the industry to bring about an AI university in Visakhapatnam. The vision with which we are working is very similar to how ISB was created in Hyderabad. As a government, our role is only to give land, but actually get industry titans to drive the curriculum, the technology, and the future of that institution. Our vision with this AI university is to bridge the gap between academics and also industry, and to create meaningful partnerships and internships for the students. Events like this, the AP Digital Technology Summit, serve as a launchpad for the next wave of entrepreneurs and innovators who will drive our state to the digital revolution. We are a young state. As Bharat has said, things are challenging. But our leader always says crisis is an opportunity. And this is our opportunity to shine. Yes, we have challenges. We have our own set of crises, but we are hungry. We are like an entrepreneur. We are like a startup as a state. When other edtech companies come and meet me, or when anyone wants to start a private university in Andhra Pradesh, I only tell them one thing: give me 21 days and I'll clear your file. I'll take it to cabinet. And this is how I'm proud to say that with PhysicsWallah, we've inked an MOU to bring an university of innovation that will focus on deep technology to our beloved Visakhapatnam. I think it is safe to say that today is Vishakha's day. I think there is so much of excitement, energy. Honestly, we only planned for the Deep Tech Summit, but Modi ji, of course, knows how to gate crash, and sir decided that today is the day that he should come to Visakhapatnam. And it's amazing the kind of support that we're getting from the Honorable Prime Minister to Andhra Pradesh. If you look at it, almost 2 lakh crore plus investments are going to be kicked off today. And these are not just about traditional jobs. It's about creating next generation, the green hydrogen, and really leapfrogging in terms of positioning Andhra Pradesh. What you're going to see in Andhra Pradesh is something that we started in 2014, which is decentralized development. We've taken each district to be a very sectorally focused district. And if you look at Rayalaseema, Anantapur, which is actually one of the most backward districts in 2014, because of one Kia, is now, I think, number 3 or number 4 in terms of per capita income in the state of Andhra Pradesh. It actually is beating Godavari's today. Now, North Anantapur, Kurnool is going to be a renewable energy hub. Chittoor and Kadapa is going to be our electronics manufacturing hub. Prakasam, we've inked a deal with Reliance to look at generating gas from Napier grass. We're going to do 500 units in phase 1. So we're going to leapfrog in terms of renewable energy there. Of course, Krishna Guntur is where the capital Amravati is coming up. East-West Godavari is going to predominantly focus on aqua. We are number 1, but we want to now be a distant number 1. We want to grow our own unique varietals that we can take to the world. And it's also going to be our petrochemical hub for us as a state. Coming to North Andhra, in the coming year, you will see us announcing the world's largest chemical park, the world's largest pharma park. I want to create a data city not for India, but a data city for the world. And the capital of it will actually be Visakhapatnam. Already Naidu Garu spoke about our MedTech Park. Against a lot of political resistance, against a lot of challenges in subsequent governments, the park is, I think, a gleaming example of what a visionary leader can do. And I think it was Mr. Naidu's will that actually saw that park through. And it really supported India during COVID. And I think as Vizagayites, we should be really, really proud of it. So we really believe in a decentralized development. If you look at our entire drone hub, we're working with Kurnool, because we have an airport in proximity, of course, to Hyderabad, to really build the entire drone ecosystem. As a state, I think we have showcased that while other countries have used drones to drop missiles, as a state, I think we have showcased to the world that it can actually be used effectively in relief. When Vijayawada had floods, like Indians, I did a Jugaad model, one basket to every agri drone, and we started delivering, commodities to areas that we actually couldn't serve. I wouldn't say we've solved all the problems, but I believe we showed the way that actually drones can effectively be used in relief programs. And this was keenly watched even by the Honorable Prime Minister's office. So with a lot of energy, a lot of vision, we're all here. Ratan Tata ji requires no introduction. Before he passed away, I was in the Bombay House. As Tata Group, Chandra sir has made a lot of commitments to the state of Andhra Pradesh and is really proud to be part of those announcements where even TCS has agreed to come to Visakhapatnam. But when he passed away, we were actually in midst of our cabinet meeting and we decided to postpone it and actually go and pay our last respect to Ratan Tata ji. And in his memory, we've decided to actually create the Ratan Tata Innovation Hub. And this is a project we're working closely with the Tata Group. We've seen a lot of accelerators, a lot of fancy buildings. I believe otherwise. I believe money should go into mentoring. I believe money should go into technology. I believe that we should nurture our entrepreneurs really, really well. And that is the need, and you will see that starting in Andhra Pradesh very soon. And to Naidu Garu's request, yes, we have already earmarked 500 crores in the state budget to actually incubate our startups and support them. For us to actually create a globally competitive Andhra Pradesh, your government will create policies that will incentivize innovation, support startups, and build world-class infrastructure. I request all the industry leaders to establish innovation hubs, adopt advanced technologies, and mentor startups. When Suzlon CEO came and met me regarding the renewable energy projects, I had an understanding with them, and my understanding was that we will help you with your projects, but you will adopt our ITIs, polytechnics, where we'll not only do skill development, but you will also, incubate a lot of startups. And we inked that MOU yesterday. Like this, we are really excited to work with the industry because you understand where the industry is going better than we would ever. So we look forward to your support. And of course, as I know, IT professionals who are here, learning is a lifelong journey. All of us need to learn. So we're coming up with an app where we want to create digital learning as a way of life and where you can actually improve your entire journey of learning. And academy and research must also align their curriculum with industry needs and advanced, impactful research. Absolutely agree with you, sir. Apart from state budget, I think we have to really innovate and build on it, and that's something that we'll also commit to. And of course, investors should nurture and mentor the entire startup ecosystem, and I believe that is the need of the hour. The AP Digital Technology Summit is not just a conference, it's a call to action. It's a call to dream bigger, collaborate more, work tirelessly towards building a deep technology Andhra Pradesh. If you notice, one of our mission statements in our Swarnandhra 2047 is to make deep tech a way of life. So we're going to actually train and expose the citizens of Andhra Pradesh on how to use, AI and deep technology effectively and make it as a way of life. So I urge all of you to actively participate in these amazing discussions, share your insights, and most importantly, take back actionable items that can drive change. I believe this summit is a platform to think beyond the present, embrace future technologies, and build a state that sets benchmarks for innovation, sustainability, and societal transformation.
చూసారు కదండి. మరి ఈ వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే ఒక లైక్ కొట్టేసి మీ అభిప్రాయాన్ని కూడా కామెంట్ బాక్స్లో తెలియజేస్తూ ఇలాంటి ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ అప్డేట్స్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి.